So here we got a 4-bow deck. Let's see how that goes. People were talking about bows without weaponsmiths, and I was saying I like at least 3. So here's a 4-bow situation. The reason I like that many bows is because I want to get at least 2 before I feel like they start being worth having them in the deck. So that's why they're here. And then our numbers are such, so we're at 16-7. The big problem with bows in high numbers is they really eat into your non-creature spell space, right? These kind of become your removal for the deck. And I'm going to see if there's any final changes to make here. We abandon the Undead Servant plan. We do a second Shaman for the loops, but I don't think we need to do that. Let's just run with this. How much non-creature spells do you feel comfortable with in a deck? It depends on the deck. I mean, you can have rules of thumb. Like, when I start to drop below... When I'm at 13 creatures even, I start to ask myself if that's a problem, at least. Like, if I'm 14 plus, I generally... Okay, that's fine. It's in range. As soon as I get to 13 creatures, I need to make sure I have a reason for that. Like, I know I'm at 13 creatures, and here's why. It's not bad. I don't think it's great, though. We'll see. Maybe I'm just pessimistic about my decks right now. And finally, we are... Conventional wisdom suggests Scry 1 is worth ETB tapped. I think we're updated on the bottom, right? Is there a time when you ever feel like you don't have enough non-creature spells? Like if you go to 20 creatures, do you feel bad about it? Yeah, kind of. I mean, you want some interaction. If you're 20 creatures, you better have a reason for that as well. We'll keep this. No 2s here, but we got some stuff. Oh, the Fathom Fleets are also great with the 4 bows. We like 4 bows and Fathom Fleet. Take that first bow anytime deck. Fencing Ace would be good for that. Before they put a counter on it or something. Well, we can we have Loaming Shaman. We can Vulture and see what we get, or we can just Loaming Shaman now. And I guess we're Vulture and threaten that Angel. Ugh. Brutal. Brutal. We're now a 2-bow deck. I guess we can Shaman him back, though. Which I probably will. Yeah, we'll just Shaman a bunch of it back, so it's not that brutal. I'm gonna say no blocks here, though. Alright, we're approaching Mammoth Mana. That's nice. Can offer Vulture for the Angel. Oppo has done nothing with their mana. That worries me on some level. The Spider should do fine against the Flyer stuff. Maybe we just actually wait and try to bite it out of the sky. And just Cutthroat here. Or we could Shaman and shuffle that stuff back in. I think no value Cutthroat here is fine. I'm just trying to figure out if we're attacking with this Vulture or not, offering this trade or not. We can put the... If we do that, we can Shaman the Vulture back in, so that's another draw later. Yeah, I think I actually am going to offer the trade. And then I'm going to go no value Cutthroat. Sometimes you gotta run out your cutthroats just to stay on curve. Hopefully we shaman after we rabid bite to put that back in the deck. Maybe go spider into a turn where we shaman and bite, or bite and shaman. Or we could thief and rabid bite right here. Thief kind of changes things, makes me want to get this down sooner, especially when they're not attacking down here. Last draft went terribly, Peace. We O2'd and done. Yeah, we can bite while they're tapped out. I also, you know, we might not need to bite. Like, these spiders are just going to be really good against what they've got going on here. But I like it. Let's do it. Let's get the bite on, get the attack on. This drops him 5 down to 18, keeps the race close. Then these defensive beasts come in and hopefully turn it in our favor. So even though it looks like we're losing this race now, I'm counting on one of these spiders surviving to really hold down this fort. So I'm going to be aggro on that principle. No blocks. I will race you. I'm in for it. What you got? Hey, I've heard of you. You're a blood burglar. Ooh, double spell. Not bad. We're going to go ahead and send the thief. I think we can send everything and then drop the spider. Might want to keep something back, though. I guess we'll keep back the cutthroat. Don't want to be too far behind if they find removal. That's a fine exchange for us. We can scry before we drop a spider. Move this swamp to the bottom. Although scrying to the bottom doesn't matter too much in the sense that we are going to shuffle eventually, but at least it changes our draw coming up. First test. Can you handle the first spider? Kind of expect the first spider to meet its doom. I'm just hoping that 2 spiders are enough. If we find a land next turn, we have spider and champion as an option. I mean, I don't want to find a land, but if we do, it's a bright side. I'm not concerned about 2-spelling Strionic, and it looks like we get to 2-spell anyway. Let's go champ and try to do some ambushing. Maybe now I do offer the vulture though. If the vulture dies, we can get it back with shaman. Mammoth spiders holding back nicely. Do we have any wolves out? No. Indeed, we don't want this wolf to, woodland champ to die. We want to get it nice and plump. At this point, the spider and the cutthroat are pretty throwaway. We'll do whatever we need to keep our life total up with these 2 so that we can try and take over with Ambusher and the upcoming spider shaman nonsense. Might even, if we get the land, might even take a turn off. I guess we can't double spell even if we get a land. Blood for Bones. Probably Dawning Angel coming back here. Trying to figure out if there's an argument for playing a couple spells here. It stops the Ambusher from working, but it uses our mana up. I guess let's, while we're stable, let's just let the Ambusher do its thing. No attacks here because of the 4/4 right now. So we're just going to try to get wide here. We do have Overcome in the deck, so getting wide into Overcome is definitely a way forward here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I'm definitely not going to break the Ambusher plan until we can do a bunch of stuff on at least 2 things on one turn. And still going to no attacks here out of respect for the 4/4 and with the plan that we do have a long game that supports us. We didn't redraft. This is a draft we started, I believe. Was this Monday? Did Monday we drafted this? We drafted and played 1 game. I believe we're 0-1 right now in this one. Blade Brand is a really interesting pickup. And we can go Druid, Shaman, Blade Brand if we Blade Brand this turn. But we're also close to making the champ a 5/5. I like sending in with these 3 this turn here and going ahead and doing a turn in which we spend some mana. Basically, a turn in which we do not trigger the Ambusher at the end of combat, or at the end of our turn. We're going to actually spend our mana and cast spells this turn. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can go Druid, Shaman. The 1 spider seems to be doing the job right now, so let's go ahead and do Druid, Shaman and play as much as we can. Funny, Sir Temmie. Nice. Let's see, do we want bows? Yeah, bows take out a couple of things and would be relevant, so let's put lots of stuff back here. And Blade Brand 2. We'll put it all back. Our deck is now thick with action. And even if they take out this spider here, we're not dead in like 1 turn, so we can replay the other spider and see about building back our advantage. I don't mind the fan view as opposed to a grid view if they would be better about bringing important stuff to the front and maybe even having a select all option for stuff like that. Oh, that's frustrating. Just when you think you're done with 4/4 golems. Well, I guess we're on plan go wide here. Again, we don't really have attacks when we want to grow this champ. I think we have the inevitability. Obviously, we don't know Oppo's full deck. They could have that 8-drop rare and take over this game. So I think it's kind of a race to our finishers. Ours being Overcome, theirs being question mark, question mark, question mark. We got 4 bows still in the deck somewhere out of 22 cards. 4 bows, 22 cards. We got a couple bows. This would be over pretty quick with the angels. If we got a bow, we could start attacking with a 3/3, put up damage here, for example. Yeah, charge could be a win for them. I'm still going to take these free 3/3s over the 3/5 reach. And I still don't want to attack with our now 7/7 yet. We got 22 to their 20. Yeah, attacking's probably good soon. But man, even just one bow changes so much in terms of what we can get away with here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Well, they just decided our inevitability was better than theirs, I guess. We'll take it. Hey, Marsh. Just telling chat that we're going to be recording after this. I could just put you on now and we could just do a live on-air LR episode. Throw it up on the interwebs after. Chatting while drafting. LSV has quit the show. No, I'm kidding. LSV had a busy week. Marshall can explain, but let's see. We're keeping this. Yeah, we'll keep this. We got our Night Pack Ambusher and a play on 1 and a land away from a play on 3. Reset press, did LR save you by convincing you not to draft Avacyn Restored anymore? What I hope is that my availability to fill in for Luis occasionally at short notice actually just helps Luis stay on the show much longer, because he knows that when he needs a week off, he's got backup, you know? All right. Let's vulture it here. Then we can decide what to shaman back. Let's see. If this is Blade Brand, it's bad for us, so I'm going to say no blocks. Blade Brand is possible enough that I'm just going to let it go here. Solid looking red-black stuff from Oppo. I'm going to offer this Vulture. Now I'm going to go to Leaf Kindred, though. We're out of land, and we'll bring back... Let's see, what do we want back from this? Get all the bows back in the deck. Get our win condition back in the deck. Probably just send all this stuff back in the deck. But probably not the... Yeah, they have another Blade Brand threat here, and I'm going to respect it again. This as a mana producer is way more important to me than a point of damage if they've got Blade Brand. Or Hauler, you know, they could have blocked and then they finish this off with Hauler. Let's see. It's red-black, so if they can stop our shaman, it's going to cost. We'll get our card out of it. So I'm going to wait on the Night Pack Ambusher until we're kind of done with our spells. Let's max out our mana here and play a shaman and pass. Sure seems like Bladebrand now, huh? That's screaming Bladebrand. I suppose it means they're going to get Silverback Shaman for the Bladebrand at some point, but I'd rather have the Shaman be attacking than blocking. So we're going to take this and offer them the Shaman on attacks, not blocks. Looks like they may not take it here, though. Oh, Bo, you say? Now we're going to send in Shaman and drop the Spider and see if the Spider can hold off that Aeronaut. All right, if the Spider lives, great. If they threaten the Bladebrand, I think we offer the Bladebrand for the Spider here, especially if they send in the Flyer. Like, I'll trade Aeronaut and Spider. I'll trade Spider for Aeronaut and their Bladebrand and card draw. Yeah, we fully expect to get branded here, but it's good. We'll get it out of their hands, and then hopefully the rest of our hand takes over. We get to refill our library with a lot of good spells from the Shaman. But yeah, fully expecting either... I mean, we might just trade for the Hauler here, but that's fine too. If we want to trade Aeronaut and Hauler for the Spider, either way. I'm expecting Bladebrand, though. No Bladebrand, okay. It was just Hauler the whole time. Ah, never mind. It was Cutthroat. Yeah, let's go get it again. Trying to figure out if we're attacking here, though. We could also just start the Ambusher and see if we can get that going. Might be able to ambush the Cutthroat, except then they get to haul it. I think you need to reformat that question, Dionysus. It doesn't quite make sense. I mean, I guess you're saying you like having me on LR. That's great feedback. Marshall Dionysus likes having me on LR. But honestly, it would be a foolish move for like Marshall to boot LSV off the show and bring me back on. He'd never do that. That would be silly. But I do love to come on, and I'm sure I'll be making appearances into the future. Yeah, well, we're definitely a grave to get back. I'm just trying to figure out if we're attacking with Shaman or not. I guess we are. Let's attack with Shaman. I mean, I don't need to compare myself to Luis and him to me, I am sure. My ideal is that we both bring good content, but a different enough flavor to the board, to the table that it's nice to have a little variety. If we do this, we are offering the Hauler. Actually, let's do this, and if they want to use the Hauler to kill off the Leafkin Druid, that's actually okay with me. They may want to deny us mana, but I feel like we have... Okay, that was fine. Alright, now... Definitely going to play the Spider. I could have gotten Ambusher and Bow as well, I suppose. It would never end, Strionic says. I did not mention Dionysus on LR. I only... Maybe I did. I don't know. Did I say his name? I think I just obviously referred to him. Now I'm a little nervous with all that. I think we got to stay back. Nothing's unfair, Dionysus. Unfair? How unfair? I made my... You have no... You're... I think you're assuming some stuff that maybe is not true. I don't know. I started limited resources with Marshall. It helped secure me my dream job at Wizards of the Coast. I have exactly 0 regrets. This sure seems suspect. They don't have a double pump. Like, this block seems okay, right? Because they can only get one of these. Hauler gets one of these, but not both. Yeah, I'm going to do this. See what they've got. I'm going to throw all this stuff at them because we have just this great backup in hand anyway. They could have the action in hand to get both of these, but it would take them an additional spell. If they don't have an additional spell, we at least get to eat one of these things. Alright, so they got the Fury, but we still get to eat one of them, so that's good. Nice, now we have the bow and the cutthroat, so we can figure out what we want to kill. Let's go... I can tell the LR story after this game if you want, Dionysus. Haven't told that on stream in a while. If people like you don't know the origin story of LR, then clearly it's not overkill to retell it. All right, let's take a look at this. Anyway, going to... You can even attack with the Druid here. Except it could be double blocked and killed. So we'll go bow. Equip bow. I'm going to kill their cutthroat and then play our own. Double bow. Although we don't necessarily have a great double bow spot here. Because we don't have great attacks into the Vengeful War Chief right now. I'm going to play the one bow, get it equipped. I think we're most likely to actually begin attacking with the Cutthroat, so I'm going to move it to the Cutthroat for now. And then we're going to save for Ambusher and stay back here. Got to watch out for Fang finishing us off 2 chunks at a time, but I think we're about to get aggressive. Well, you put earbuds in, I would assume. Powerful. Double Ember Hauler, powerful for Oppo, and probably gives them good reason to just ambush there. I think we need to try and take out one of the Haulers now before we bother with the Nightpack Ambusher, unless we're okay with them trading 2 Haulers for the the Ambusher. Because if we play that, that's what they're going to do. But maybe it's okay to force that. I'm going to do it. I think we force that. We have the Shaman to shuffle it back. This just gives them a lot of things they just kind of have to deal with. And attacks or not. If we attack, we also, the war chief threatens to get bigger. But if we move bow and attack, we can force the issue on the haulers. Maybe we send this over to here. We could attack with a cutthroat and ping the war chief. Do you want to add a... we move the bow and attack and take out one of the haulers? I guess we do that. If we do 2 pings on hauler, though, then we force the action there. I suppose just attacking, though, kind of forces the action on some level. But yeah, I think we have to prevent the dinner here. Yeah. We'll see what they do with this. Just puts them in a spot. They need to figure out if they're just going to let this ambusher live or not. And I think we go to end turn, make him do it. Oh, they did it then, so we can actually do this now? Great. No wolf token for us, but we do get the shaman because they did it before. They had to. If they let us go to the end, then we get... Okay, what do we want? We do want... We take a scorpion because it blocks that ground dude. We take a cutthroat. Take that. Take more bows. Take that. Take gravedigger. Yeah, we like all this except the land, basically. We have now 7 toughness and 6 power to put in front of the war chief, so they didn't feel they had the option there. And now we get to continue double pinging the war chief if we want, but then... So we double ping, they don't block. We can they chump with the sorcerer. The war chief goes to 6. But I think we go ahead and attack with everything here. Except the druid, of course. I mean, their best case, they don't know what they have up here, but this just gives us a lot of good results. Yeah, that's great for us. We get to drop another critter. All right. Picked up another one, another win. All right, actually getting some wins today. Feels a little better. You thought that was a great game, Fiddles? One for the archives? I thought it was pretty good. I don't know if it was amazeballs or anything. Marsh Viper, when's the Minneapolis Magic Fest? I went to college in Minnesota. I've been meaning to go back and visit. Maybe that would be a good reason to go back. We'll keep this. Need some land, but has some potential otherwise. Second bow. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, Dionysus. I'll have to do it. Gotta catch me. Remind me as this game is winding up. Alright, I didn't get land yet, but Leafkin Druid here is pretty amazing. We had Ceratops dropped on us turn 3. Let's see if we can drop a turn 3 Ceratops on Oppo. Alright, we got there. Might be convoluted, but we're gonna try it. We can Gravedigger it back if we do get convoluted here. Yeah, we've not found it very difficult to get... all you need is like 3 pairs of good creatures, and Pattern Matcher has been pretty amazing. You haven't lived till you've gone Thief, attack with Thief, draw a card, Pattern Matcher Thief, and get a second Thief. Oh, it can't be countered. Right, I read magic cards. Shut up. You don't read magic cards. Let's see. Do bow and just try and take it out here. Oh-ho! All right. Let's trample, though. We have nothing else to do. Loaming Shaman. We'll Gravedigger it back, and then Loaming Shaman it back. You know. Or we have our other... another nice one. I was going to Gravedigger back our rare, but I kind of like playing our rare and Gravediggering that back. Or what else could we... It's only Gravedigger that back, but then we don't have a block there anyway. Could also just play a Cutthroat, but Cutthroat plus Bow is just nasty. I think we need to try and make that happen. Maybe Loaming Shaman equip Bow is the play here, but yeah, you ambush it and trade it and then get it back. That makes some sense too, Mike. I was thinking about that. All right, we'll ambush it and then get our ambusher back. Little suspect that we're not equipping the bow, but not everybody wants to equip a bow to a druid anyway. Maybe they do have Convolute, and they just read cards and I don't. No, looks like that's not the case. We made that play, of course, because we're just going to Gravedigger it back. It's a very valuable creature, but we can get it back. This is why. I just wanted, you know, that was a big threat, and we have a pretty easy means to get it back, that's all. So I just tried to use... I treated this like removal, knowing that we had the Gravedigger to get it back. Now you could argue that what I should do is wait until they kill it without a trade, and so then I have two, you know, make him kill it twice. Yeah, we'll put the bow on the digger here for sure. Yep, we'll do a Brawler kill with the Cutthroat. Although, unfortunately, the Thicket Crasher... Oh, maybe we can double... I know what we can do. Yeah, this will be fun. Oh, not quite, not quite, not quite. No, we can do it. No, I guess we can't. If we go 1, 2 equip, then we don't have the way back. Could also go Loaming Shaman, play Bow to set up for next turn. Ping Crasher and finish it is all well and good, but then we just lose. Then we're just... I guess if they... Yeah, that's true. They won't block, right? All right, that's fair. I was just trying to get... I wanted to get the Brawler with the Cutthroat play, but since this makes it so they won't block, it's worth doing. You're right, Mike. Well, you know, Mike's right. Oppo's like all crashers all the time. Oh yeah, I could have moved Bow. Should have moved Bow. They know we have Ambusher. Kind of just like Mammoth Spider here. Let's see if we can lock it down. They haven't used any removal on anything. Makes me think they don't necessarily have any right now. Mammoth Spider turns Leafkin into a tap for 2 next turn. So I'm going to do that. Do that and get defensive. Yeah, Brawler was the bigger threat, but the play we made allowed us to keep the Gravedigger. That was the concern. That was the decision there. And frankly, keeping the Gravedigger means that we can try and double block the Brawler. Sure seems like they've got tricks or removal or whatever, but we're going to call all. We are calling stations here. Probably a growth cycle that saves one of these sides of combat. Okay, Feral Invocation. Oh, they've got both. Ugh. Well... That's the thing. We needed to get those out of hand anyway to have a chance to recover here. Are you punting me based on results, Dionysus? We made an informed decision, and they had some stuff. That's just magic. Let's see. Now we get... let's get... Oh, Marshall, you haven't met our friend Dionysus, who, his favorite thing here is finding reasons that I've punted. He's a good friend of the stream, but he's our most aggressive punter. Yeah, I think we do Shaman and Burglar here. I think you're right. Yeah, Shaman blocks Crasher. We take 4 there, and we get to shuffle in some good stuff. In fact, we'll shuffle in all of it. Oh, you didn't attack with that. Okay, sure. So we're going to take the 6 and try to come up with a defense. But keep in mind, if we had pinged the Brawler and it was dead, they would have just had a lot of action to make on turning their Crasher into a monstrous problem, right? Vulture could get us some life, and then we could drop a second Bow. Actually, if we Vulture, we would have 3 total mana from there. Can we go Vulture? Unfortunately, we only have 1 black. Do we need to ambush now? They were all good spells to draw if we drew them. Z. You can press Z to untap to undo that. And let's go this onto here. And we'll save for Ambusher, I guess. Are we just dead to a bunch of trample? Well, we're going to find out. Oh, bow on lifelinker and swing. Yeah, maybe we needed lifelinker damage. Or gorging vulture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's what got us. I think we actually can withstand the trample until the Trailblazer. Yeah, I should have, probably shouldn't have equipped the bow. I was thinking we just needed to cast the ambusher, but we need the toughness on the, on this. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So, yeah, unfortunately, we are out of this one. Oppo's deck is good. Ours didn't quite get there. I think I could have played that last turn better, but I don't think it would have mattered, unfortunately. All right, well, let's play it out here. Next release for M20 is going to be late September, early October. That's when the fall set inevitably comes out. So we got quite a ways yet with M20 here. All right, see what we can do here. I mean, Dionysus isn't wrong that I should not have moved that bow, so being decisions oriented, it was an incorrect decision. Not going to risk it. The mana from Druid is too important to our turn 4 Ceratops play. Of course, they might have the Blade Brand anyway. But we're going to make them have it. Show us the attack. If we do the Ceratops and block the Thief and they have the Blade Brand, then we'll just have to accept that and hopefully recover from our bow power here, because we should be able to mow down their team with bows. All right, opening on the Vulture ahead of attacks is interesting because it takes away any of my fear of blocking with the Ceratops. And now we get... we can't cast and equip both bows, so let's go Woodland Champ and cast and equip one bow. Takes away our ability to go reach for this Vulture, but that's okay. That's not our plan. Yeah, our rare, the Night Pack Ambusher, puts a lot of counters on the champ, but mostly it's a just a 2/2 for 2. And actually, to that extent, I'm going to offer this here, and this feels like Blade Brand. I'm just going to do only this. See what they want to do. As we start mowing them down, there's no reason to risk anything major here to a nasty Blade Brand. Well, well, well. That's gonna be rough. Need a third bow. But we'll start getting our advantage out of this. Couple of arrows. Now, if they want the druid, they can have it. We're going to start saving life here. Swamp? No swamp. Hey, nice. A little low on life here, but 2 + 1 is not enough to kill the Ceratops, so let's take out Dread Presence. And this is why I like the... If I'm going to play bows in a non-weaponsmith deck, I want a lot of them, so that as you build them up, they become better, 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 better. You want the Angel dead? Don't we want to take out Dread Presence here? I'm taking out Dread Presence. Let's draw our 4th bow and take out the Angel and the Inquisitor next turn. Oh yeah, we're a little out of sync, Mike. You're enough seconds behind that we're a little crossed, but that's all right. We're gonna repeat our block from last turn. They didn't have anything for the druid then, so hopefully they don't have it now. Not lethal against the Sentinel, so let's see what they want to do here. Oh, I guess it is if we take it out. Let's see. All right. Really need to draw a creature so we can keep attacking with these bows. Ugh. And Overcome staring at us, laughing at us. All right, if we send in with the Ceratops and take out the Cutthroat, they can't swing back for lethal, so we're gonna keep doing it. Overcome isn't lethal for us, so yeah, we're still gonna attack. Gotta bow the Cutthroat now. I'm gonna put a full control on. Maybe they'll give us credit for a combat trick if I put full control on, and they will decide to block with the Sentinel. Nope. Let's see, we have Gravedigger. I'm gonna play my land. There's nothing much to hide here, and we might Gravedigger our way into needing all the land we've got. Well, what you got, Oppo? You got some tools. Don't do it. God, are we just dead? Yeah, you're right about Ceratops activation. I didn't need to throw in the control bluff. Well, looks like it's noon and it's going to be the end of the road. How apropos. And I called it with my own dead draw. We had some outs. Forest, not one of them. Let's see, if we get 7 trample, they can just double block and be fine. Because we can take out 3, and then they... Oh, no, is it just... Oh, it's 1 off. 1 off. Close. Yeah, and if we just had a creature that maybe we could stay on the ground with, we'd be able to... Yeah, well, I mean, we have to do the... It overcomes a sorcery, so it's... I think they'll figure out to block, but sure, let's make him do it. Our only hope is incorrect blocking, so... we have to take out highest toughness, or it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anyway. They're going to figure out how to block this. Well, did I miss a life somewhere? Because, gosh, if we could be at 3... Of course, they're going to play this, and it's trouble anyway. All right, well, sad note to go out on here. I'm going to scoop it up. I'm going to give them credit for attacking. And just be a little bit sad on a week 2 win spin. Our results have not been fantastic this week. Had at least one good... we've just been up and down. That's not true. We've had some fantastic results, but a lot of feels like a lot of stinkers this week, you know? Feels like the decks have been bad. They've been tough to win with. Yeah, packs have not been helping us either. A lot of dual lands in our rare slot, that kind of thing. Comes and goes, you know how it goes.